Tejas, that's a great point. I mean, and I'll throw this out to you and maybe to Ed before we jump into the next topic I wanted to discuss. But what do you think about what do you think the uptake is in the and I hate using this term, but it is, everybody's using it, in this new normal world that we're living in, right? Where we now have almost like the wild, wild west again, right? We have a lot of people working from home that have never worked from home ever in their careers. We have the brick and mortar is now the cloud, and it's the cloud, you know, part 2, 3, 4, 5 mid-pandemic, and hopefully getting toward the end. But I don't think the world's ever going to be the same from a market perspective.
So Paul, what
are your thoughts there?
Paul, that's a great point. How I say that is the 2 Z's have taken and catapulted over in the A to Z of your day-to-day words, and those 2 Z's are, one is zero trust and one is Zoom. These 2 have basically taken over the world in the last one and a half years, because zero trust was a term which was loosely used, but all of a sudden it's become so critical because you no longer know who's trying to connect into the network. You have to authenticate each and every person before they can get into your network. You no longer can trust anyone. Obviously, Zoom, I won't go into it because we are on Google Meet, so I'm not going to go and talk about Zoom, but I'm just kidding. But
okay. Google's always listening. They're always listening.
But as you said, the new normal has been working remotely. You have people working from anywhere. You no longer know where people are connecting from. To use our current discussion, the attack surface has just expanded that much more exponentially. Earlier, people were working from their offices, so you had a controlled environment. Now, people can connect from anywhere. And that basically adds to the problem. Those discovery assets would never have been captured earlier, because now people are using the BYODs. They are bringing their own devices. So they are not registered in the asset management tools. So the IP addresses are not registered in the asset management tools. A lot of companies are going away from VPN. So things like the secure gateway, etc., have started to take a lot of effect. Like how Bikash mentioned about CASB. Similarly, secure gateway also has gained a lot of prominence over the last couple of years, where people are now preferring secure gateway over VPN. So again, not here to solve the problem. I'll leave it to Ed, but just wanted to know the new normal has only expanded the attack surface, has created more possibilities of an attack than what we had before.
Well, let me throw one over to Ed, and this is really for both you Tejas and Ed, because you're